Aileen. This will probably be a shorter one because I'm still not feeling the best after yesterday, but we will see. Hey, Alicia. So I played off screen a little bit, so I have like almost all the achievements. I got like the... Where are they? There we go. I got the crafting ones done. I did the 200 rare enemies. That one was actually not that far off, so 50 battle chain. You know, battle points on everyone. I beat up Cherno a bunch to get this. I was going to do this one, but I don't want to waste all of my fragments yet, because I think you get some of the equipment for free anyway, so... what else? Oh, I dumped a bunch of my base stat items, like all of them. I did not use them the most effectively, but it's whatever. Anything else? Oh, I sold some. I sold items, you know, like that I just had. I don't remember if I had this one done, but I got this one just by putting a bunch of high TP items on Nitori. So I think I gave her like one stat booster or something. I don't remember. You know, maintenance is OP, so it kind of just works out. And then the only ones we have left are these two, which are from the story. 2,000 battles, which is going to be a pain to do. It's going to take forever. 100 enemy hordes. I'll probably get this one while I'm doing the 2,000 battles. Same with this one. I'll just get this one like while I'm doing the battles. So, and then I'll just do that before I do the final boss fight, basically. Okay, let's claim our bonuses. So that's all the amber keys from achievements, which is the most annoying one to get because so many achievements are just kind of busy work. I've got all these done, the rare enemies recorded. Gives us another key as well. I'll go through these as well just to... Wait, did I? No, that one's grayed out. How's that one? So I beat the fight with the level 100 and something one on the Utopia floor. It's a lot nicer when the enemies do not gain stats every time they kill one of your characters. It's still a very scary enemy, but it's marginally nicer. So it gives me this guy, this guy. Was there any other ones I got? No. I also went ahead and beat up a bunch of these in these from the guaranteed encounters because you need to beat these up for Renko skills anyway, so I just went ahead and knocked those out. I don't actually have access to them yet, but I missed a couple of these that I got. I think it was this one and this one. I still have to kill 12 of these. I think it's 12 or 20, I don't remember. Which gives Tyrant Burst. I don't think there's anything else in here. Doesn't look like it. Right. Also this I forgot to claim when we beat Nazca Lines. So, good progress towards getting 100% of what's available. Till the post game comes out and then it throws everything into disarray. Oh, I think there's no. I know what I missed that I'll have to show off. Doesn't really matter which ones I open at this point, so we'll just work backwards, I guess. Just 2 more. I should probably use these up at some point for the extra skills you can get. Also, I didn't actually realize these were capped at 10, so that was kind of surprising to find out because I don't think I actually used them in past playthroughs. Who else could benefit from these? Actually, you know what? Sakia kind of needs them. I'll give some to Mistia as well. I'll give some to Alice too. But basically, to get the thing, I just dumped like all my stat gems on Patchouli. So, because I needed to give 50 to one character, so I was like, you know what? We're just gonna give him the Patchouli so she can be slightly faster, among other things, and not die as easily. So, she's getting there. And I gave some to like Renko as well, so Renko has like a bunch of extra attack so that she can use the Divine Thunder easier, and I gave her more MP as well with some other stuff. The MP mainly just so that she can use Solar Wind more often. Still 5 for that, damn. Might actually just take this instead. I didn't realize I was really like playing around with the Sakia's skill tree. Like, it's very inconvenient to get the skills you want like in this area because of all these like branching paths that go into other really good stuff. So it's like if you want to get these things, you just lose out on so many of her good skills. So it's been interesting to work around it. Give the Mistia because I want this. I don't have enough for that. Shoot. I'll get that when I level up then. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, Alice is another one that's really annoying because if you're not using Marisa, you just give up 6 skill points to get this, and then you have quick charge, which like fucks you over in random battles if you need to focus by wasting your TP. But this skill's like way too good to pass up on because like, look at that 8k post use on Tripwire. She has better ATB using Tripwire than she does just attacking normally. So that's pretty crazy. I just check my level up bonuses to make sure I fix them. On magic. Also, I realized like you can't see the fucking bottom left corner. Or bottom right corner. Because the names get in the way. But I don't think there's like a good workaround to that. Wait, what did that say? She's on attack. She should be on magic. God damn. Almost 10k. Let's put a wriggle up front, I guess. She's got a lot of TP. I don't think I said this on stream, but I was telling Zelda fan. I'm tempted to just do another playthrough once this one's over, because I've been having so much fun playing the game. But we'll see when we get to that point. Also, I may have made a mistake because I got myself involved into a conversation on Steam discussions. But I don't really have much more to say, so I'm not particularly concerned about continuing to reply, honestly. I replied like twice and then, or I wrote like 2 things and I don't really see the point of going further. That was also something I've considered. Not with that specific idea, but I've floated around the idea of trying to do like a run where you ban the use of the library. So everyone has 0 library investment except for the characters that join with them. I wouldn't do that one on stream, that would be like an actual video thing. I also don't know how actually feasible that would even be for certain boss fights. I mean, the fights are basically the same anyway, so it's not like it makes much of a difference. Also, I love how Light Dragon Sai got such a fucking upgrade in this game. That went from like the attack I never use on Iku ever to being like one of her best attacks, I find. Also, I should have went the other way actually. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Nice. Also, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I like in the previous stream, but I really like this dungeon just because of the way that it like makes you revisit the other nightmares you've been in with the different like with the terrain and stuff. God damn the extra attack. Still can't get over how good this game is though. I didn't really think any game would take over Labyrinth 1 for me, but this game is definitely my favorite now of the three. With 1 being close behind, and then 2 is my least favorite. Oh man, it's the Sparing Noodles. And he stole my MP. And we're gonna get hit by Tyrant Burst. Ah yes, this is still bugged. Resistant? No, he doesn't. Almost 200,000 with no buffs. Or I guess debuffs. I know that thing has like no defenses, but that's so funny. Because you just don't really see like 6-digit damage that much at this point. Unless you really plan around it. I gotta say, reading the Steam forums, though, it's certainly given me... I think I've said this before, but it's given me a much, like, broader perspective on things, like, things that I wouldn't even consider to be, like, flaws in this game that people just really dislike for whatever reason. Which, I mean, you know, they're entitled to, you know, like, dislike it for whatever reason they want, so... Like, the discussion I involved myself into... that I mentioned earlier is about like someone who was just not, they weren't very happy with the bosses that impose damage restrictions against the player because it limits you to playing defensively, which I mean, I don't necessarily even agree with that, but you know, like they like that, you know, it kind of like limits characters like Flan and stuff who are supposed to deal really big damage or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. But I think it's like pretty well diverse. Like I don't even think half the bosses have any kind of damage cap. Unless you count like the boss lives at 1 HP or thing or whatever, which I would not count that as like a damage cap. It certainly is one, but not in that same kind of like realm of limiting the player damage, essentially. Yeah, one of the people who replied to me was just saying like something that I can't remember the exact thing they said, but it was about how it feels like every character just becomes a nuke. Because if the strong characters like Flan can't deal big damage, then everyone's just on like an equal playing field, which kind of makes them feel worse or whatever. And I basically said like, you know, like it would be one thing if that was the case for like every single boss, but you know, like I don't even think half of them have the cap or anything like that, so I just don't think it's that big of an issue in the first place. Like, and it just it adds more variety because like take a boss like Kogasa for instance, like if she has, I mean she's obviously kind of early in the game, so she's not the best example, but she has the mechanic I'm thinking of where you can only deal so much damage in one turn before she acts again. And a mechanic like that, for instance, is really good because status conditions like poison or death are suddenly a lot better because that lets you deal damage during a time when you're unable to actually deal damage, which it adds, you know, more creativity on the end of the player rather than just brute forcing it with big attacks. And I think that's like a really good aspect of the game. I already went down that way. What am I doing? Yeah, it's stuff like that, you know, it's gonna give me like a broader perspective on things. I don't think it's like, you know, the system's perfect or anything, but I think the implementation is better for the game than it would be if it followed in the same trajectory that the previous game fell into. Which was kind of like the analogous comparison that was given, basically. And it's not just because I dislike Labyrinth of Touhou too, because I actually like that game a lot. I just think it's the worst of the three. And it has a lot of questionable design choices, such as being able to just instantly kill almost every boss in the game with no pushback. I think this game having damage caps is a good way to avoid that kind of gameplay from resurfacing constantly. so I have to come from the bottom of that thing, it looks like. Like, I don't think it's bad to have bosses that you can defeat quickly with proper use of game mechanics. I just don't think that should be the norm for most of them. Which is kind of the issue with the second game, because that kind of is the norm. Well, and that too, like that's emergent gameplay that would not exist if the damage cap mechanics weren't a thing. And I think that's a very good like aspect to have. Hey Zelda fan. I mentioned earlier this may not be a long one because I'm still not feeling the best, but I'm going to see how far we can get. I was just telling Lean that I made the potential mistake of injecting myself into a Steam discussion again. Oh hey, it's the first instance of the army tier of this enemy, or of the horde encounter, which only shows up when it's a fourth floor N01. Man, I gotta say, it's gotta be crazy going like post 99 content at some point in the far future. Because like having this skill on Alice just makes her kit fully come together, where you can just set up tripwire into return inanimateness so quickly. Also, if you want to read the posts I made, Zelda fan, the thread titled something about damage caps or damage limits, if you were curious. I've kind of said all I have to say really, so I probably won't be like posting more in it. Oh, not the noodles again. Dang, it killed Rumia. God, it's got so much health now, too. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think it's getting a little too fast. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad, Zelda fan. People are allowed to have their opinions. Like, if people like the gameplay of 2 more, I mean, that's on them. Like, you're not gonna change their mind. Say, oh, you gotta like Labyrinth 3 more than 2 because, for whatever reason, like, this is not gonna happen. So I just wanted to throw my thoughts in the ring. For why I like the mechanics. I mean, it's not like this game can't, you know, go downhill or anything. Like, it's entirely possible the post game, you know, has problems or whatever, or maybe the possible eventual plus disc ever has problems. Like, you know, that could just happen. Like, it's just what happens. I actually think having story mode have a difficulty setting, or have settings rather, might actually make the game better. Because the bosses will have to be designed around, I mean, obviously I guess it doesn't really matter for the post game, but I mean, there's still gonna be new equipment or whatever, like, coming. So, in a sense, it kind of makes the bosses a bit more carefully crafted, I guess. Because they have to be like reasonably doable on the hardest difficulty with what tools you have available at the time, which kind of makes them, it puts more like thought put into it. Or I mean, it should result in that, not that it necessarily would. With that said, I do hope some bosses can be made harder still that are already in the game. Like Yukari. Also, Kassin is another one. Actually, earlier, Mutan was fighting Yukari, and he after he had won, he was asking about the mechanic that the left one has for like damage reduction, about like how the mechanic works, and nobody was like able to give an answer since it doesn't work like the traditional damage reduction seems to. Because it only says it would like limit your damage by like 11,000, but obviously like you just deal like 1 damage with like everything. Holy shit, Renko just one-shot Despairing Noodles. My best guess as to why Yukari works that way, though, is because I'm guessing it like nerfs your base damage rather than like the final damage, so the multiplier just doesn't even come into effect unless you can already like break through the base damage you deal or something. But I have no idea. It's a very weird mechanic for sure, though, because I also noticed during this playthrough that it was very hard to deal damage to that phase using characters that I thought would be dealing like quite a bit. Like even like Vermilia with buff was not dealing much damage. Yeah, I don't really feel walking all the way back around. Actually, I can take the shortcut down there. It's gonna be something I would have to look into for sure to figure out. Just through like testing. If you're wondering why I have 44 lockbox keys, it's because I was achievement collecting, and that just kind of happened in the process. I'm pretty sure that's not the intended way to get this, but yeah. We're kind of stuck, but anyway. That's funny either way. I think it is as well for me, Zelda fan. Don't mind if I just buy another Sea Hunter. Alright, that reminds me. I also have the Scarlet Afternoon Tea set now, because it was in the shop for like 50,000, so I sold a bunch of things to get it. So, we have every break item, except the one you can't craft. I feel like I should not spend my money so that I can... Oh, this is a spare crystal that I kind of want to go for, but it's all the way down there. And there's one up top too. I feel like I shouldn't spend my money so I can save for the achievement to get 1 million faster. I'm just gonna explore up here just to see if I block myself or something. That's what it looks like it's gonna happen. like there's a wall right there, right? Like. I don't think there's a hidden path, is there? Or do I just go with it? Oh no, I must just go that way first. Right, yeah, and then it circles back around. And that's how you normally get that. The intended way. It's kind of funny. There's so much like bonuses on the screen because of Wriggle's awakening items that you can't even read like half the shit. So she has a weakness slayer, a bunch of element damage. What else? Yeah, and all damage up as well. Oh man, this one's glowing. That must mean something special. What could it mean? Exactly, it's the shiny Pokemon final boss. There you go. So there's tiles I missed that I'll get after. I don't actually remember this one. Is it on this thing? Oh wait, it might be those candles down there. So if I go down, I'm stuck. Well, thankfully it did not lock me out of that, so that's good. I was like, if I need those tiles around the boss, that would be so annoying. Let's register our equipment. I'm just going to open all these, I guess. Who knows if he's going to add more achievements, so might as well. Collect all, like, the chests or something stupid. Really? Okay, you know what? We're going to go get this stupid Alluring Despair. Just to make that thing. It's like a 10% chance, so... There we go. So that's everything except for page 7. How do I want to do this? I might just craft more. bunch more. We'll upgrade once more, I think. I'll leave with a 7. What's the thing you get? Regen? Ooh. Damn it. How many of those do I actually have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 left. I can have them like half my characters, which is like more than enough, I think, right now. Okay, let's set this up now. We want Divine Thunder. This thing is insane, this buff here, by the way. When you have Sagume. So, definitely want that. Probably this one too, because it's cheap. Where's Yuki's one? It's plus 8 attack. This one also gives plus 8. And I might as well just take Encroaching Nightmare because this gives huge attack. And I want Suture for sure. Something better than this then. I almost feel like I might just want more MP. I think I would just take Assassin Strike for the MP. I mean, the evasion's nice too. 2 Sea Hunters, so we can have Engineering Mastery. Don't really need these. Want more speed. And MP. I'll probably go with this, as we do need some. I'd prefer to be like at least neutral to physical. Don't need that. Don't need this. Oh, whoops, it's one over here that goes to that one. Whoops. And that one. Okay, I can't get that, so I'm just not even gonna bother. So instead... Okay. I might take the 25% damage down instead. Because Renko may still need to like play support a little bit. And we have like good supports with Yukari and Iku, but still. Alright. So Tenchi wants to go all in on defense. Maybe she should go HP actually. I'm gonna go stick with defense for now and we'll see how it goes. Sagame is also just going to be supporting. Mystia is fine, Rumia is fine. I'll keep Alice on offense just in case I need her to help get rid of the guns. Okay, we want to get rid of this. Sakia. Don't need these. Also, this has to be like one of the most oddly specific skills. I think I probably pointed it out before, but like, what was he thinking with this one? Like, that's a real something one for sure. Alice is probably fine. Maybe. I remember the first time I saw that skill, I was like, I was just wondering, like, what on earth is gonna kill you with, like, specifically Dark or Spear when you're at that many turns? Okay, I don't need this. I really feel like I need these. It's probably fine. I'm just gonna leave Patchouli as is, I think. Put this on. Oh, I need one more shoot. Well, Wriggle's gonna have to be fine since I don't want to crash the game. Not enough. feel like I kind of want these. I can't. Oh, okay, I don't need that. We need Tenji to make sure she doesn't die. Which is a good question what we're going to use. Do I not have the thing that gives defense? I thought I did. Okay, oh, it's this one, okay. Super weak to dark though, which isn't that good. That's good enough. Actually, I might want that one on Yukari, I think. Wait, I put her on mind, didn't I? I mean, defense. She should be on mind. That's a blunder. Doesn't really matter what else I give Wriggle, to be honest. Sure, why not? Just give her casino coins. Come back for her. Okay, we still have 2 Ouroboros loops, so that's good. Oh, actually, more if I need. I might need fire actually over spirit. Let's go with this and see how it plays out. The shield is gonna be a little hard to use just because of all the enemies, but I'll try to make it work if I can for the first phase. I don't really see Cherno doing much offensively, but wrong thing. That's what I had set. I'll overwrite number 3, I guess. Yeah, she does resist cold. And we can speed debuff her at least. Is that a counter? Not. I think that's just a regular attack. Or maybe that's the card. seem like it. She can be poisoned. Also nice, Iku's like got a huge stat. I mean, it's not huge, but like a bit of a stat buff from her paralysis cancel. Fire nature. Ah. I should probably fix that. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that, to be honest. I'd rather not have my damage completely. I'd rather not have my damage completely neutered because she's mind-based. I was thinking of, what's it called, the, okay, I got a cardigan at least. I was thinking of Nap Avatar being weak to, like, mind, basically. I'm just gonna go Alice straight away this time. Only 50%, it's not even going to come close to getting that. I don't remember what this does actually. Okay, I was gonna say, it sounds like a buff. I don't know if that would actually kill her or not. Speed is down. Want to get Renko try to sit up a bit. Diamond Shard. It's probably physical. Certainly sounds like a physical attack. Gonna debuff Yukari annoyingly. It's not the worst. Because this is gonna give Renko a huge boost. Card. Okay. Oh, I just realized I have the stupid thing turned off turned on that skips the animation thing, the read. Okay, we're at 3K. Which one is it? This one. Nice. So now Renko has plus 40% all. Obviously we lost Sagume's debuffs, but that's fine. Alice could die here. Okay, never mind. It does like nothing. I thought that was gonna do quite a bit, but buff higher speed. Oh no, Sakia. No. Okay. She didn't kill all of her MP. I don't want to get rid of the cards just to get some big damage off. But I don't want to make guns appear at the same time. Three Zener cards. I may have to, unfortunately. Who has... I can go Patchy. Do I do it? I could throw if I end up doing it, which is the problem. Coward. Dude, the guns just do so much damage though. That's the problem. Okay, we're off cooldown. Yeah, I kind of figured that would do 0. Oh, it reapplied it. I'll say Patchy might just one-shot the guns, to be honest. Yeah, 1 gun, 3 cards. It's actually not that bad. How the hell has it got 30k? Lucky, yeah. A little bit. Bring Wriggle in. Oh my god. Super scary. I did that much damage with the with their skill that averages their defenses too. How much evasion has it got? 0. Unfortunately, we're back in the same predicament. But what's she gonna go for? Turn 19. She's gotta buff herself. We got 4 cards, crazy. Oh boy. card, or 2 guns, 1 card. Dang it. Seriously, they killed Yukari, man. What the hell? I just realized I'm at 80% buffs actually. That's fine. So how much is this gonna do? Okay, it's 1 shot. Yay, we did it. Yeah, sorry, Zelda fan. Anyway, basically, Sumireko steals Byakurin's bike, goes to save the other Sumireko. The Lunar Capital Ball tells the other characters to save Gensokyo, whatever. Now we have to go rescue Sumireko and stop the world from being destroyed. And Byakurin does not get her motorcycle back. Oh, and we get the best music in the game too. Tomorrow I can beat the game? I mean, maybe. That dungeon takes a while. Also, I want to... I would like to end off on the... Oh. So claim this. I kind of want to end off on this achievement. Unfortunately, that means doing 2,000 battles, which I'm not really looking forward to. And depending on how I choose to do it, I would end up very overleveled. I don't know if I want to do that. Anyway, for beating Sumireko, we unlock these. I already got these two unlocked as I mentioned at the start, but yeah, these are some cool attacks. Also in 6. Wait. Oh, this is a different enemy, never mind. That's why I was like, hold on a sec. I thought this was 5. No, okay, so it's a different enemy that we can't encounter yet. But this attack's kind of cool. It's kind of like the one Kokoro has, but a little different. But for beating Sumireko, we get the ability to make other characters invincible, because that's cool. Yeah, it's Kokoro's attack, but less funny. You get to miss your buff. So let's play some gacha. Thought I saw alt damage up. Oh, all damage up level 7. Oh boy. You see, the problem is, I don't actually remember the mechanics of the Mooney fight. Like, I didn't remember the Sumireko ones. So, that's gonna be kind of an issue. Oh no, not perfect. I didn't see Zelda Fan's finale either because I had to go to bed. So. Alright, we have this place now too. Unfortunately. Doesn't have the item I want. Because the one I want is the Beast Claw accessory for making more Ouroboros loops. I don't suppose this one has it. That's just this one. My computer is running like very slowly for some reason, like outside of the game, like OBS, like the bars that indicate your volume were like chugging at like a snail pace the way they were like running for some reason. That's why I like just clicked off to see. Like anything else while we were exploring. I'll just go into the dungeon, just see what we run into in our first encounter. Anyway, there's the final boss right there. How did you know, Zelda fan? Oh man, it's the egg. With 30k mined. You're not going to kill him with these people. So, this would normally be really bad, but we have Rumia. Look, it had it coming, Lean. I'm sorry. Here. I'll run away from those ones. And I'll disintegrate something else. There you go. So anyway, that'll probably be where we end for today. I don't anticipate you're going to do something, are you, Zelda fan, since you finished? Unless you plan to do like another playthrough. You bet I don't even like cats. Wow. Cats are the best, I'll have you know. No plan currently, okay. Well, there's someone else probably streaming this game, I'm sure, so go watch one of them, I guess. Thanks for watching. we bribed Fabula to stream, yeah. Clearly it's time to get Hawk and I to stream the game. But anyway.